Visit any elementary school at lunchtime in Davis and you'll find the students actively separating their lunch waste for recycling and composting. The program is called the Davis RISE program. RISE, standing for Recycling is Simply Elementary. Each school has a parent volunteer who helps coordinate the recycling efforts at each school. Each is paid a small stipend. The program's success is evident. After the first 9 weeks of the program, students diverted an estimated 5,400 pounds of fruit and vegetable scraps from landfills. The recycling begins with the sorting of lunch waste by the students themselves. Older students serve as monitors and mentors and guide other students as they sort their recyclables. Students dump the non-recyclable materials into the gray trash cans in the center. Food scraps are placed in a collection bin and trays are stacked neatly to reduce the volume going to the dumpster. Each school offers a salad bar program called Crunch Lunch 2 days a week. That adds to the volume of food scraps. Large green toters hold aluminum cans, glass, and number 1 and 2 plastic. The custodian at each school is an integral part of a successful program.
Yeah, he's got eight cans of this one before.
Wow.
Okay, now we make about 4.
Got it down to 4.
Yeah.
The parent volunteer oversees student efforts to run the recycling program. First, they sort materials. Then they check for contaminants and chop any whole foods so they'll be ready for the compost pile. Students will then dump the materials into a compost bin, add browns such as leaves, and cover and turn the pile. Some of the materials are composted in small composting bins, while others are given to worms for vermicomposting. Each school has both methods of composting.
Our new compost center that I set up for this school year, you can see it's pretty cheap in some of its construction, just pallets we picked up for free. I just cable tied them together right now because I wasn't. And these were the ones where I found if you don't get a good mix of the brown and greens, these are the ones we had over there that would really just turn putrid. This is where I'm having the kids put the Crunch Lunch stuff because I'm finding with the ground contact and a few worms in there, the system can be buffered a little bit. The way you really turn it is you rebuild it. You see these? So you just take it out. You know, let's say I want to rebuild it here. That's how I turn it. I stack it here. This goes here, and then you don't have to bend over.
Vermicomposting or worm composting helps handle the volume of food waste at each elementary school. A problem occurred with odor in the past when they had Crunch Lunch 5 days a week.
But it turned into a big problem because as I said, we didn't have the capacity to handle all the stuff we were generating from Crunch Lunch every day. And I've added one composter that was in a different area of our garden to increase the capacity, and it solved the problem just like that.
Designs of worm bins vary. Some schools use smaller bins with holes drilled in the bottom and attach wooden legs. Others build bins outside directly on the soil. Each of the schools feed the worms about once a week. Program coordinators learn what works and what doesn't over the course of the program.
It's not easy to use because it is too big. And you know, what would happen is you get spiders, black widows and stuff. The lid is really unwieldy.
Student gardens help close the loop by providing a home for compost generated by the students' lunch scraps. The gardens also provide hands-on learning opportunities for the students and an appreciation for fresh food. Program coordinators strive to get students more involved in the program.
Because my goal right now is to have the students take ownership of this whole project, and then I'll be kind of their cheerleader.
Retired teacher Dorothy Peterson is the driving energy behind the RISE program. She is directly responsible for training site coordinators, working with the RISE program partners, assisting teachers and custodians, and overseeing the program in general. The Davis RISE program is a cooperative effort of the Davis Joint Unified School District, Davis Waste Removal, Davis Educational Foundation, Farm to School Connection, the RCC Group, and the City of Davis.